It's time for a classic reimagined today on Walking the Candy Aisle with Hershey's Cookie Plus Caramel, aka Hershey's Cookie Layer Crunch Caramel. That's right. You may be looking at this and saying, what is this bar? Well, it's a new chocolate bar, came out in December 2016. If you do know it, you will know that Hershey's came out with three SKUs of chocolate bars in December of 2016 called the Cookie Layer Crunch. There was a caramel, there was a mint, and there was a vanilla. And it's basically what you see here. You got your Hershey's chocolate, and then you have cookie bits on the inside. And then in this SKU, this is caramel, so it's got a layer of caramel, right? In the mint one, it had mint, and in the vanilla one, obviously, it had I don't know, like some sort of vanilla fudge or cream or something like that. And then they each had different kinds of cookie bits. This is caramel with shortbread cookie bits. It says right here. Milk chocolate bar with shortbread cookie bits and caramel. New here. I don't know why. Some weird localization, but in Canada, the Hershey Cookie Layer Crunch is called the Hershey's Cookie Plus Caramel. I've only ever seen this version of it. I've never seen the mint or vanilla, but I certainly keep my eyes out. I think this has got, honestly, this is a terrible name. The Cookie Layer Crunch is a solid name. This is not a good name, but I don't know. I've seen on the website in the States, Hershey's website there, it has they've got this in big bars, they've got this in bags, they've got like a couple different versions of it, and it looks a lot slicker than this packaging. I'm not really a fan of this packaging, but the bar itself does hold some interest for me, that's for sure. Not a massive fan of Hershey's, of course, but imported Hershey's Canada, of course, out of Mississauga, Ontario. Let's have a look and see what we're dealing with. Okay, so it's segmented, of course. What do we got? You got 6 segments there. All right, that. Oh, Canada, the cardboard. All right, Hershey's Cookie Plus Caramel. Not great. That's okay. It is what it is. Maybe someone had Cookie Layer Crunch, whatever, like trademarked here in Canada already, so they couldn't do it. There's always some reason, right? Just break it apart and see what we can see. Wow, now that looks like more or less like the package, right? Pretty solid. Those are big pieces of shortbread in there. Wow, look at that. Seriously. Okay, let's give it a try. Smells Doesn't smell great, I gotta say, but let's give it a try. Hmm. Well, okay. Nice gooey caramel, the way I like caramel. Gooey, not runny. A little bit of stick to it, not too much. That's actually a really good layer of caramel. The chocolate is meh, yeah, it's Hershey's chocolate, guys. Like, I don't have a huge problem with Hershey's chocolate. I'm not going to get into that debate again, for goodness sakes. But it's not my cup of tea. It's not. I'm not disgusted by it, but like. And then the crunch, the crunch, the crunch, the crunch. It does have some crunch to it. I'm not a crazy huge shortbread fan. We can see the pull on that. It's like these bits are almost like falling out, huh? They're interesting. I don't know that this caramel is really serving the bar well. Even though I do actually think the caramel has a nice consistency. The flavor is pretty good. I think this bar would honestly be better served. Oh, I know what it reminds me of. A Twix. This bar would honestly be better served if I was just to say, if there was actually a full layer, like a flat layer of shortbread on the bottom. Because then it would totally be a Twix, right? The cookie, the caramel, the chocolate. But it wouldn't be as good as a Twix. No way. That is 100% what this bar is trying to do. It's trying to be a Twix. And it's now that I put it in that context, this doesn't hold a candle to a Twix. Not in the slightest. All right. It's not bad. Like, it's really not bad. But the sum of the parts don't equal anything amazing. Walking the Candy Aisle is going to rate the Hershey Cookie Plus Caramel, aka the Hershey Cookie Layer Crunch Caramel. I'm going to rate it a 3 out of 5. Low 3. Not terrible, like I said, but doesn't do anything special. I think that the bits of cookie are a little too, even though there's a lot of them, it does add texture, but it doesn't add the kind of crunch that I really want. It would be better if there was more, or it was just more consistent throughout each bite, each portion of your bite, right? So, and then once you put it in that kind of a context, it's just not the same as a Twix. You get a Twix bar for the same price, go get a Twix bar. Just get a Twix bar. Okay, so that's my take on it. You guys let me know, have you tried the Hershey Cookie Layer Crunch Caramel yet? The Hershey Cookie Plus Caramel, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's pretty middle of the road. I don't think I need to really get it again. It just is what it is, you know. But I will definitely keep my eye out. I'd like to try the Hershey, the mint one, the mint version of that. That sounds very interesting. And then the vanilla one, I think, has chocolate cookie bits in it. So that would be kind of a nice mix, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. I will talk to you next time. So long.